Hello everyone and welcome to our grammar session on English tenses from Afghanistan English campus. Today we are going to talk about one more tense in English language, which is one of the most important tenses in English. It's a future tense. There are different tenses in the future. We have continuous tenses, we have perfect tenses, we have perfect continuous tenses. But today we are talking about a simple future tense. What is simple future tense? How to use simple future tense, or what kind of actions are shown by simple future tense? How to use simple future tense. Simple future tense, before going to the simple future, we have to understand a future tense is a tense. A future tense is used to show an action which is later than now, which is after now. The action could be 5 minutes later from now, the action could be 10 minutes later from now, the action could be 2 days later from now, a month later from now, 2 years later from now, 10 years later from now. So it's later than now. Simple future refers to time later than now, or it shows an action that takes place in the future. We call it simple future. There are different ways to show a future action. We use different words to show a future action. There are actually 4 ways to talk about a future action. We use the auxiliary verb will. Will is a modal auxiliary verb. We use the auxiliary verb be going to, and we use present continuous tense for a future action. We use simple present for a future action. We will explain all these, how to use them, where to use them. Come to the first one. The first word will in the future shows an action which we have a weak intention about. So for weak intention we use will, such as predictions, promises, possibilities, immediate decisions, unplanned actions, something which we are not serious about. We use will, which we do not take it serious. And for something which we are serious about, it means for strong intentions, we use be going to. Be going to is used for strong intentions. I have written the structure with both words, with the auxiliary verb will and with the auxiliary verb be going to. The structure with will, we have a subject, then we have to have will plus verb plus complement. It's the affirmative structure of simple future with will. In order to make it to negative, in every tense we bring the auxiliary verb in the beginning. So we have to bring will in the beginning because will is the auxiliary verb in this tense. Will comes in the beginning plus subject plus verb plus complement. We change it to interrogatory form. And in order to make it negative, we add not after will to make it negative, after auxiliary verb. Subject plus will plus not plus verb plus complement. This way we can change it to negative. We will come to examples and how to make sentences with this structure later. Now it's the structure of be going to. In the structure of be going to, of course, we have the subject plus be going to. Be going to comes after subject. The word be depends to the subject. If the subject is singular, we use is. If the subject is plural, we use are. And if the subject is I, we use am. Remember, in be going to, the word be depends to the subject. كلمة be یا to be verb برش میگیم وابسته به subject ماست. If the subject is I, we use am. If the subject is he, she, it, we use is. If the subject is we, you, they, or a plural subject, we use are. So, in order to make it question, such a sentence, if we have with be going to, in such a sentence, we bring be in the beginning to make it question. Be could be is, am, are. Be plus subject plus going to plus verb plus complement. And to make it negative, subject comes in the beginning, then be, then not, then going to, then verb and complement. This is the structure of be going to. Come to the examples. Let's see the examples of these two structures. What kind of examples can we give? The first sentence says, I will send you $100 next month. I will send you $100 next month. So it looks like a promise. As we said, will shows weak intentions such as promises. It's a weak intention and it's a promise. I will send you $100 next month. Someone tells me I need money and I don't have the money now. So I will promise him I will send you the money next month. It's a promise. It's a weak intention. In order to make this sentence question, in order to change it to question form, we bring will in the beginning. Will I send you $100 next month? It's a question. Or will you send me $100 next month? It's a question. And to make it negative, I will not send you $100 next month. To negative. Sentence number 2. Our country will be developed in the next 5 years. Many of our people are disappointed about the situation. They always complain. I can predict, I can promise them something. It can be a prediction according to the current situation. Our country will be developed in the next 5 years. It's a positive sentence and it shows a prediction. I can predict it. Something like that. So, and to make this sentence to a question, we have to bring will in the beginning. Will our country be developed in the next 5 years? Our country will not be developed in the next 5 years. Negative. Okay, and come to the third example. And the third example is about possibility. They will move to their new house in the next 2 months. In the next 2 months. It's a possibility. It shows a possibility. It can be changed to a question by bringing will in the beginning. Will they move to their new house in the next 2 months? And we can make it negative. They will not move to their new house in the next 2 months. Okay, it was about will with weak intention. Now let's go to the examples with be going to. Remember, simple future tense can be expressed by be going to as well. And it shows a stronger intention, or it shows a plan sometimes. There is a thick black cloud in the sky. It's going to rain soon. See, it can be a prediction, but a strong prediction. It can be a possibility, but a strong possibility. Because when there is a thick black cloud, there is more possibility of rain. And we use be going to in such a case. There is a thick black cloud in the sky. It's going to rain soon. We can change this sentence to question by bringing be in the beginning. The word be here is is. Is the word be. There is a thick black cloud in the sky. Is it going to rain soon? And we can make it negative. There is a thick black cloud in the sky. It's not going to rain soon. So we can make it negative as well. Though it doesn't make any sense, the sentence if we say it negative, but our point is about making the negative form. Jump to the next sentence, sentence number 5. My family has packed everything. They are going to leave tomorrow. So my family has a trip. My family has a journey. They are planning to go somewhere. They have packed everything. Everything is ready. They are going to leave tomorrow. With be going to or going to leave tomorrow. We can make it question. My family has packed everything, or comes in the beginning. Are they going to leave tomorrow? And we can make it negative. My family has packed everything. My family has packed everything, but they are not going to leave tomorrow. We can make it negative and we add the word but in the middle, the conjunction but, to make it more meaningful. But they are not going to leave tomorrow. Wish you understood. You can make more examples with these two structures, will and be going to, and you can add them all in the comments. So come to the next part. Let's come to the next part of our lesson. Our next part of our lesson is about using present continuous tense for a future action. Present continuous tense is used to show a planned action or arrangements in the future. There we have the examples. We are studying future continuous tense next week. Our topic is right now simple future, and next week our topic is future continuous tense. So it's an arrangement, it's a planned action. It's already printed. The lesson is already printed in the chapters, and it's already arranged. That's why we use present continuous tense to show this arrangement, to show this planned action in the future. we are studying future continuous next week. Example number 2. My friend is traveling to Mazar 2 days later. So my friend has bought the ticket, my friend has booked the seat, and he has packed all his clothes, and he is planning to travel somewhere. So everything is ready. He's only waiting for the time. The time should come, then he travels. My friend is traveling to Mazar 2 days later. So everything is ready, he is waiting for the time. With present continuous tense, it's an arrangement, it's a planned action in the future. Naveed is getting married next month. Naveed is getting married next month. So Naveed has booked the hotel. Naveed has bought each and everything for the wedding. And Naveed is getting married. It's an arrangement. It's a planned action for the next month. So it's happening. It shows a plan. It shows an arrangement. So this is the way we use present continuous tense for a future action. Hope you understood. And if there is anything confusing, you can leave a message. Then inshallah I will explain. Come to the next one. The next one is about simple present to show a future action. And what kind of future action does it show? The simple present. It shows schedules in the future. When we schedule something, we use simple present for that kind of action in the future, such as the 2 examples I have written here. The new classes start on 1st of Jawza. 1st of Jawza is a date, and it's the schedule of new classes. The new classes start on 1st of Jawza. So that we can use simple present to show this future action. It's a schedule. I visit the doctor at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It's my schedule. In my schedule, I have to visit doctor. I need to visit doctor. And in my schedule, the time to visit doctor is 5 p.m. tomorrow. I visit the doctor at 5 p.m. tomorrow. This is the way we use simple present for a future action. Of course, with future time expressions, we have to have time expressions of future. Wish you understood this part. Okay, now there is something about formal and informal form of future actions. We can have formal sentences, we can have informal sentences. So to make more formal communication, to make more formal sentences, we have to use will. And for informal cases, be going to and present continuous tense. If you work in an office and you need to talk to your colleagues, and you need to talk to your not friends, actually co-workers, and the people you're working with, your boss and the director of the company or whoever, it's better to use the word will. It's more formal. But if you talk to your friends, to your classmates and brothers and sisters, your siblings, then for future actions you can use be going to and present continuous tense. Even for a planned action in the future, in a formal way you have to use will. If you want to talk formally, you have to use will for planned actions in the future. Such as in the office, I'm working in an office and I say, we will have a meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. So, because it's formal and I have to use will with for formal communication. Hope you understood. So, now come to some common expressions with simple future. There are some common expressions, there are some common phrases we use with simple future tense. I believe, I think, I imagine, I suppose. These expressions could be used a lot with simple future. I can say, I believe he will succeed in the exam. I believe he will succeed in the exam. I think my brother will start university next year. I imagine she will travel to USA next month. I suppose he is going to start an English class. So these expressions are mostly used with simple future tense. Hope you understood, and make your own sentences about them. Okay, the next part is about contraction forms or shortcut forms of the words in the simple future. I will study. it's there is no contraction form, but we can contract well. We can make short the word well. So I will, I'll, steady. So the will, we can remove W and I, we can add comma and double L. It's the shortcut form of will. The second one, I will not study. I will not study can be I won't study. I won't study. I'm going to study with be going to. I'm going to study. It can be I'm gonna study. I'm gonna study. Gonna is the shortcut form, the contraction form of going to. So this was the lesson about simple future tense. Hope you understood the lesson, and hope you got all the points. Still, if you have problem, you can leave comments, and I will explain whatever is left, inshallah. So thank you so much, and wish you have a good time and have a good life. Talk to you for the next time.